Anything is possible. It started with a dream. Our passion made a difference.
Hi everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I realized I have been so incredibly busy that I have not even done my August paper pumpkin kit. So I just thought I'd take the opportunity and do that with you guys now. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please be sure to subscribe to the video and invite your friends to subscribe to the video. Okay, and what happens is when you subscribe, you will be notified every time I upload a new video. So I think that's really important, and I think it's really exciting, so you get the inside scoop before anybody else. Okay, so please be sure to do that, and please be sure to invite your friends. All right, let's get started. So this is the paper pumpkin kit that I'm talking about. So if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, I actually have recently just done a blog post on what the difference is. And I know it's really confusing between this and a kit, but this basically comes to your door every month and you don't know what you're getting. Whereas a kit, you get to pick what you get, okay? It's always a surprise. We know the theme, but we do not know what the actual projects are going to look like. So it does come cellophaned, so it's well protected from all the elements and all the bad stuff out there. So this month is very special because it's sunflowers, which are my absolute and utter favorite. And this box comes a little bit more decorated than most of the boxes do, but just the box alone is incredible. Now, the wonderful thing about Paper Pumpkin is that you're not committed to have a kit come every month. So if you would like to put a pause on your kit, you can. They honestly are getting better and better each month, though. I'm having a hard time opening this box tonight for some reason, though. There, I'm trying too hard. And so this one is actually a very exclusive kit because it actually is coming with 2 Stampin' spots. Normally they come with 1. So this month they're giving us soft suede and crushed curry. So I do not know what this card contains, or this kit contains. I have not actually looked at it. So soft suede and crushed curry. Now, if you've ever watched my videos in the past, you know that I don't usually use the Stampin' spots. I usually keep those and give them away as prizes or gifts or whatever afterwards because I have all the ink pads and I prefer to use the ink pads. But these are fantastic if you're just starting out. The one thing you need to know about these is that you need to store these upside down. So if you have ink pads that are not Stampin' Up! Ink pads, they should generally be stored upside down. And what that does is it forces the ink to come from the bottom of your ink pad to the top, okay? And you'll get more use out of your ink pads that way. So that's just a really, really quick tip. It does come with a stamp set each and every month, and every one is different. So this is fantastic. There's never any duplication. So there's our sunflower, our center, our hello, for a one-of-a-kind friend, some leaves, wishing you so much happiness. This is thank you, and that's got a teeny weeny 2 little bees there. So that is a beautiful one. So they will also give you kind of some extra instructions. So this one's saying make the most of your free gift. So they're giving us gold foil honeycomb sheets in this kit. So they're kind of explaining to us how we can get the most out of these honeycombs here, which are awesome. And then it always gives you a preview for upcoming kits that are happening. So this one is talking about the paper pumpkin. This will be for September. This one will be for October. So September's will be Halloween-ish themed or holiday themed. And then the Christmas one, so this will be October, November, and this will probably be December is my guess. And this one's called Ho Ho Ho. Yeah. And oh, this one says October, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, that's what's coming up. Here's our beautiful, beautiful gold foil sheets, as the honeycombs. And then they usually just come with blue tissue paper, but I see this month they have changed it to yellow to coordinate with the sunflower theme. So it does come wrapped like this if you've never seen this before. And then the beautiful thing is, I'm just going to tip this way, and I'm going to move the box out of the way. So the really great thing here is that this is how it comes when your kit arrives. It's all cellophaned inside, so it's all nice and neat. The instructions are here on this side, and I'll open this up and I'll show you, but then everything is in here that you need. So essentially, you can take the whole box and craft on the go, which is really, really fun. The only thing it would be missing is a Stampin' block, which most people would have. I believe the kits, the monthly kits, I believe, come with a block. So I don't know if that makes any difference to anybody, but if you don't have a block, there's a lot of things you can use instead of a block as your acrylic block. Okay, so here, this is what we have. They give us everything right down to the glue dots. These are our dimensionals that we'll be needing. So they literally give us everything. Look at these envelopes. Oh my gosh. The envelopes alone are incredible. Look at these. Can you see how beautiful these are? And then here's some more, right? So there's all my envelopes. Oh, I think I'm going to love this kit. These will be our card fronts, right? And then it gives us the elements to stamp on. They have knocked it out of the park with this kit, guys. I'm telling you, wow, I am impressed. Okay, so then these are our card fronts. And then this will probably be the backs, right? Oh my gosh, can you see how beautiful these are? I'm putting these here. These ones are incredible. So if you're not loving this kit or any of the kits, there is a group on Facebook called the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club, I think is what it's called. And it actually gives you alternative projects. So if you don't like exactly the projects that they're doing, then there are people that will post alternative projects on there. So this is just a standard green one. And then we have some more elements here. And everything is punched out, like you just punch it out. Very, very amazing. And then little honeycombs. Okay. So I'm going to actually I'll put these over here. I like to punch everything out and then have them. And then they always give you the chipboard, and I always keep these chipboards because they're very, very handy for doing many projects afterwards. And then the instructions here. So if you are a past Paper Pumpkin fan, and you got away from it because you didn't like the instructions when they first started this out were not very good. They were not colored. They were not very detailed. They have made leaps and bounds changes in the instructions, so please take a look again if you have not seen a Paper Pumpkin kit in a while. So here it is. It's called Sweet Sunflower Paper Pumpkin Kit, and when you open this up, like I said, now they're giving us colored instructions and a lot more detail. So they're telling us where we're putting our dimensionals, that kind of thing. And the really great thing here now, too, is that they are also giving us, I don't know if you can see this on camera, they're also giving us a ruler here along the bottom of our paper, which is really, really fun. And it's telling us which colors of ink we would need to use here to stamp our flowers and that kind of thing. So I don't generally follow instructions very well. This is the back. It kind of explains the kit components, and then it's Paper Pumpkin How To, which is a QRC code that you can scan for additional projects. And then here's some additional samples that you can look for. So yeah, this is an incredible, incredible kit. So yeah, so I'm going to attempt to do this here. So bear with me because I do not like doing things on the fly. So it looks like my first card, I'm going to use this green card base is what it looks like. And then it looks like I'm actually going to use, I'm thinking these gold, oh no, actually it's this here is what I need apparently. Yep, so this is going to go on top here like this. Look how pretty this is. So simple to put together. But it is telling me that I need to attach my glue dots here, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, I just am going to use my tape runner. I actually keep all the glue dots and the dimensionals in a pouch, and then I use them as I'm crafting. So this is just actually going to adhere on here. Like, how simple is this? Like that, right? Can you see how beautiful this is? And then what is it telling me? It's telling me that I need the You Are One of a Kind Friend stamp. So here's my stamp. I'm going to grab my acrylic block. And it's telling me, according to my instructions here, that I want to use the soft suede color. So I'm going to grab this off. I'm going to put this on here. And what am I going to stamp that on? It looks like the element, just going to grab my elements here. So it looks like this element here that has a little bit of yellow on it. So that's fantastic. I'm going to use my soft suede, which is right here. So the really great thing about these kits is that generally they only give you one ink color to use. So you're not using a variety of colors, which is great. But this one they've done a little bit more, just I think because with the sunflowers it's kind of cool. So you are one of a kind friend. So I'm just stamping that straight down. I hope you guys can see that. There we go. For a one of a kind friend is what it says. And then what's it telling me? I'm going to close this up so I don't put my finger in it. So then it's telling me I'm going to actually use the dimensionals, and I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to use my little bees. Here's my little bee, and it's just going to go on the top here. Really, really adorable. So normally what they would do is if they have any jewels that would go with this, they would actually include those and in your kit. So it literally gives you everything you need to create on the go. So I'm going to just post this one here. Okay, and then my little bees are these guys here. This little guy there, and I have a lot of these, so I'm going to actually put one here. And I might put another one down here just because it looks like it needs a little something. So I think I'm actually supposed to just use a glue dot for this one, but I'm going to use a dimensional because like I said, I don't follow instructions well. Anybody who's created with me will know that. So I kind of like to do my own thing sometimes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. And so I'm going to put this guy right about there. Okay, so there, I think my first card is done. So how long did that take me? We should have timed that. I'm going to say probably about 30 seconds. Okay, so maybe a little bit longer than 30 seconds. So my second card is going to be this yellow one. It looks like we're going to use some honeycombs, a stamp, and then some of the elements here. Okay, so I need this beautiful, beautiful floral card here. So if you have not seen the video on this, they actually have artists that create this on canvas and then they replicate it for us. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use this little honeycomb backing here. Sorry, I'm taking it out of the, so this is going to go about here, I believe. Guess it doesn't matter what color, what side I'm using. So it is telling me dimension or glue dots. So I don't usually use these glue dots, but I'm going to for this case because they're right here and they're handy. So I'm going to use a couple of these. So like I said, you can actually use this to just craft on the go if you're doing a road trip, or if you're at, you know, your kids' hockey game or whatever. This is fantastic for that. So I've got my honeycombs on here. That's very hard to see. It's done with vellum. And then it's telling me that I need one of these Blackberry Bliss elements here. So that's this right here is what I'm going to use. And then it's telling me I need one of the, does it matter which one? I guess it doesn't really matter which one. So one of these elements here. And I'm going to actually stamp on there. I'm going to stamp a different sentiment on this one. So I'm going to put this one back. I think this one says, wishing you much happiness. So I will come and find that. Wishing you much happiness is right here. I'm going to put these off. So then I've been asked a few times, how do I store my kits afterwards if I have any little bits or pieces? And I actually have ordered off Amazon these half pouches, and I just put everything in there and with the instructions and any leftover bits, and I find that it works really, really well for me. And I can put them in a binder. I have not got that far yet, but I can put everything in a binder if I chose to. So I'm just trying to make sure that this is nice and straight so before I go to stamp. Which that is totally not straight. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this on here. And I'm going to lift up. There we go. Wishing you much happiness. Okay, so I am going to glue this down with my tape runner. I'm supposed to be using glue dots for this, but again, I don't follow instructions well. And then this one, I'm going to use the dimensional. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I love dimensionals. I probably could own shares in the company that produces these because I use a lot of dimensionals. I just find it's the easiest and the funnest way to create a lot of depth on your projects. So, okay, so this one is also calling for 2 Bs. I have glue on my fingers, so this is great because they're sticking to it. So again, I'm going to use the dimensionals. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be using glue on these, but oops, now it's stuck to me. And where are they putting their B? They're putting 1 B here. I'm going to put 1 here. I'm putting mine slightly different than where they are putting theirs. And that's okay. That's the really, I've lost my B. That's the really great thing about these is that, I've lost my B. Here it is that you can kind of do whatever you want for these. You do not have to absolutely stick to what they are telling you to do. You can use your creative side. If you'd like to do exactly as they say, you absolutely can, but you are not obligated, which is fun. And I'm going to put this little guy, I'm going like, I'm really going completely, this is a little bit crooked, and that's going to drive me a little bit batty. But anyway, so there is my second card. Look how beautiful these are. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Okay, so now the third one seems like it's going to be a little bit more. So I'm going to have to really pay attention here. So what do I need here? I need the stamp that says thank you. Oh, I think I might have used the wrong element for that last card, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to use thank you on here. I'm going to actually use the blue color because I messed up and I have, okay. Can you guys see? Sorry. You guys have the instructions there and I forget that I have to make sure everything's within camera reach. Okay. So I'm using thank you. We should probably stamp this right side up, not upside down. That would be fantastic if we could do that. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, good job. Okay, cleaning off my stamp. I'm going to leave that open just for a second because it looks to me by the instructions that I'm going to be needing it here shortly. So now what am I doing? So step 1 was the thank you. Step 2 is I'm going to stamp the center into my sunflower in the soft suede. So this is my center. I'm going to stamp it with soft suede here, like that. Beautiful. Now this is where it gets really interesting. I have to take my stamp, my sunflower stamp, no pressure, doing this on camera, and I need to stamp the, what color are they using here? Crushed curry. Where's my crushed curry? Right here. I have to stamp this on here. No pressure. All right. So let's see how I make out here. So my crushed curry is probably very, very dried out. Now, does this matter how I line this up? I'm thinking it does not, actually. Maybe it does. I'm just going to go off camera here for a second just so I can see if this is supposed to line up in any direction. Because sometimes what happens is they actually will create stamps that it's called two-step stamping. And it is not actually intended to line up. And I'm hoping this is one of those. Maybe like this. Okay, I don't know. We're just going to give her. See what happens. There's no right or no wrong. Nobody's going to know. Really. Let's just see how we make out. I'm just going to hold that for a second. Just to make sure. My stamp is bigger than my paper, so I think we're safe. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So, you see how easy that was? And again, my stamp is bigger than my paper, So it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to move that because I'm using a baby wipe here right now because I need to wet my chamois. So, okay. So now, does it tell me I have to do this? So I did the white. I did the yellow. So that's just showing me I'm doing that. Okay, so now I did that. I'm good. Okay, so step number 3 for this one is what? So I need one of these flowers. I need one of the honeycombs. And I'm just going to take the honeycomb off. And I need a sentiment I already have. Okay, so what am I doing here? So this is what the card's going to look like. So let's get the card base. Where's my card base here? Right here. Is it this one? No, this one here. Okay, so this card base here is what I've got. They actually have this going landscape on this card. Let me just look at the front for a second. I think this is intended to be a landscape card. Yep, it is. Okay, so just want to make sure I was going the right direction. So here's my card. So what they're telling me I want to do is I want to put this one about here-ish. I'm going to put my honeycomb about here-ish, right? This is going to go about here. Oh my gosh, this card is incredible. And then my thank you, oops, come on out here, Mr. Honeycomb, is going to go about here-ish. Okay, like it's not glued down or anything. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so I'm going to actually use, I'm supposed to do this with glue dots, but we know me, right? Guess what Cindy does not do? Follow instructions. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so we are going to take this off. We're going to put this here like this. Oh my gosh, I am in love, love, love with this kit. Okay, I'm going to do something here with my honeycomb. So my honeycomb, I'm actually just kind of putting these glue dots kind of in between the weaves, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put this here, take that off, and I need some little bees. So I'm going to put this maybe about here-ish. Let's see. Okay, and then we know we're popping that one up. This kit had, no wonder this kit sold out, guys. This is the most incredible kit they have done in a very, very long time. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, yeah, sure. No, truly it is. They have knocked this one out of the park incredibly well this time around. So if this is any indication of the kits to come, this is going to be amazing. So there's my thank you. And I need a couple bees, of course. Well, I should not be doing these on dimensionals, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put a bee about here. And, oh, there are left and right bees, if I was paying attention. Here we go. There are left and right bees. I'm going to put this one about there. And there's my last card. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so you saw how quick these cards came together. So here's the first one, the second one, and the third one. So I don't know how you can't fall in love with this kit. Wow, I am impressed. Trey impressed. Okay, so lots in this kit. There's lots of leftovers. This is only 3 cards, and this card kit makes, I think, 9 cards. Is it 9 cards in this one? It tells me. Yep, 9 cards and 9 envelopes. So what an incredible deal for $35 a month. Okay, so if you are not subscribing to Paper Pumpkin right now, you need to be, because honestly, it's getting better and better as the month goes on, and they are getting incredible with these kits. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope that you will subscribe. If you are local, you're going to want to stay tuned for something really incredibly special coming up in the month of October, which might involve some kits, some paper pumpkin kits, that kind of thing. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and all of my social media channels to make sure that you're always up to date as to what I'm up to next. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope you're enjoying this channel, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Anything is possible. It started with a dream. Our passion made